Hi, I'm JOGB and welcome to Jo on the Go.
Today I'm being spoilt with a mani on the move by the king of nails, LEIGHTON DENNY.
Obviously I'm being challenged today, everybody. I'm actually going to be doing this manicure in the back of a taxi.
Yes, so I should introduce it.
Just doing your job for you, Jo.
Known worldwide as the most incredible king of nails, nail technician, but he's MBE, he's a British legend,
Thank you.
And beyond that now, you know, he subsequently has his own suntan collection and fragrance.
Yeah.
He's written books. He's just omnipresent. What else have I left off?
No, pretty much the lipsticks, but pretty much covered everything there. So general beauty.
Yeah, beauty.
You know, I love a bit of beauty.
And you started off as a forklift truck driver?
Started as a forklift truck driver all the way back in... It's too long ago to say how long away back it is.
Forklift truck.
Do you know what's funny?
Fingernail.
I actually used to work in a warehouse that made nail polish remover. I used to shift crates full of nail varnish remover.
That's funny.
Now I've got my own warehouse with crates full of nail varnish remover. Crazy how things work out.
That is hysterical. I love it. I love it. And so today's challenge, which is really rather exciting for Jo on the Go, is while I'm on the go.
So we've just got a manicure mask on at the moment, and I'm going to be doing Jo a full manicure whilst driving around central London in the back of a taxi. So there you go, everybody. Challenge. Forget challenge Annika.
Accepted.
It's challenge Leighton.
Hang on, I can jump through the top of it. So, there we go. So this leaves on for 10 minutes.
So yeah, so you've got shea butter in there, you've got vitamin E, macadamia seed oil in there as well. See, I can still remember. Not bad for my age. There's also got honey extract in there as well, which is a really big buzz at the moment. Not if you're vegan.
Buzz, funny. Funny.
Yeah.
Good one.
In the beauty industry. And it's what's great about these masks is you can do them anywhere, i.e. back of the taxi, and then you just massage in the serum when you've finished, and that's treatment done. It's as easy.
It's so neat, and they were completely non-drip as well.
You can just so you can carry on doing what you're doing. You know, you can even put these on and put your marigolds on and do your washing up. Things like that. Yeah.
I like that.
Or whatever you need to do. Yeah. So today we're going to be polishing your nails with the colour from my Spring Summer collection, which is Fight Club. I'm going to be filing your nails with the award-winning Crystal Nail File. You know, it's won 16 awards. One of these still sells somewhere around the world every 60 seconds. We're going to be giving you a buff and a fluff with the Trio Buffer. This is what I call
it's my
Botox.
favourite cab journey so far, I think.
This is what I call Botox for nails. Why? Because ridges in nails are like crow's feet, they deepen with age. So the only way to get rid of them is to buff them. And this is what I'm going to do with then we're going to do some...
Do people overuse them though?
You can overuse a buffer, same as you can overuse an airbrush.
Yeah,
overuse lip fillers. But with this, it's a really positive attribute because it helps with circulation, because it brings heat to the area.
Sure.
And also, if it's done correctly, and it's a natural nail buffer, using the right buffer for your nail type, it's actually a really positive attribute because it smooths the nails down. It means the nail varnish grips better, gives a better finish, and it also helps. It's like microdermabrasion, so it's like a good exfoliation treatment, which we all need. And so does your nails, because your nails are built up of the same stuff as everything else. So, and obviously assisting this with the Crystal Nail File as well means that you'll have a full manicure by the time we finish.
I love Crystal Nail Files. My daughters can't bear glass files.
Well, maybe they should try crystal one then.
What's the difference?
Glass nail files are sprayed with sand. Crystal nail files are etched in acid and taken out. So everybody's crystal nail file would be different to the next. Each brand. So I have a certain time and I have a certain way that my file is treated in order to give it this finish.
Right. Gosh.
Yeah. So I've worked with lots of different
something fantastically
treatment times.
I shall tell them. I shall get the girls on it.
Yeah. So your hand treatment should be done now. So we've got like base coats, top coats, and things like that in there. So all you need to do is just slip these off.
And this is a unique experience because Leighton hasn't done a manicure.
I haven't done a manicure since June 2015.
I'm so honoured.
So I've actually come out of retirement for you, Jo. So then any surplus serum that you can see that's on Jo's hands now, it's all soaked into her nails and cuticles. You can feel how hydrating that is, can't you?
Amazing.
So you just massage this back in to the hands and nails.
Poor little hand.
And it's anti-aging as well, just to the fact that it's hydrating. Because, you know, dehydration is the biggest anti-aging problem. People don't realise. They're always looking for this next wonder ingredient, when really it's about keeping things hydrated, internally and externally. You know, making sure you drink lots of water. And you can see already, they look nice already. Can't you? Look at your nails. Look how hydrated
They
they
were
look.
hideous before that, isn't it?
And then we just massage this in this hand now. Finished. Okay, so that's, you see how easy that were done, and that hand treatment is now done, which makes it great. So what we're going to do
even
next,
without anything on, they just look 10 times nicer than they were before.
it just gives them a nice hydration. It conditions the cuticles, the nail. So now we're just going to use a crystal nail file
again. She's 21 again.
just to seal the edges. So you go for, you're a squoval look, aren't you?
I am a bit.
But it matches you on. You see, it looks good because you've got long nail beds.
Yes.
The problem is with most people, what they do is they want to have squoval, but they've not got the nail bed to take it. So it's funny, I broke.
Oh.
I broke
They
that
just,
one. That's
they
fine.
just like occasionally just snap.
So now what's great about a crystal nail file is you can file backwards and forwards, so you don't have to worry about if you've got, and also it's for all nail types.
Right.
So
why can you go backwards and forwards?
Because it's the surface is not too harsh.
Okay, unlike emery boards.
And well, not all emery boards, but with an emery board, you've got to make sure that you're using the emery board that's for your nail type.
Right.
So if you're not a professional and you go into Boots and they've got 1,000 emery boards, people tend to buy it because it's got a pretty lip design on it, or it matches their handbag or the purse, or they can find it in the bag. They don't actually think about the grit of the file, the surface of the file, but this is for all nail types.
Right.
So you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Which really takes away a lot of the problems that you can have.
I can see why you've sold so many of these guys.
And also you can see all it does is just turns the nail to dust.
Yeah.
So you've always got to just seal that edge of the nail before you're going to do a manicure.
I had a cabbie once tell me off for doing this in his cab.
Don't grass me up.
And how regularly should people actually be filing their nails?
At least once a week, just with the weight of the file, just to take what I call the wasp's breath off the end of it, the little whispers, because every time we do anything, it gets the edge of the nail. And if you get like a little tiny air fracture in the edge, that's what can cause a problem when you actually put force on it.
Right.
So you should always just use, just like I'm doing now, just to seal that edge back off again. So we've done a quick shape. But I'm quite lucky actually because you've got nice shaped nails. So now I'm going to go in with the trio buffer, which is the Botox for nails. So you can see how gentle. You see how gentle that is. You can feel, look, it's not ripping your skin or anything like that. So you just gently just go over, and I always like to just buff that edge as well so that you don't get any sharp edges.
Yeah.
So it's numbered as well, 1, 2, 3. So you can't go wrong. Foolproof manicure in. And you'll see now, when I just go over now with a miracle bit.
I love the look of the buffed nail.
Just feel that. But what's beauty of this is as well is that that'll be there when you take your colour off.
Yes.
So you've got a manicure within a manicure. So it's always good to buff, but never over buff.
And it doesn't make the nail bed more susceptible to colour seeping in?
No, it actually seals the nail bed now, it's waterproof.
Okay.
So the whole of the nail bed now is waterproof, it's not porous. So it actually seals and it gives a perfect canvas as well for you to get that perfect polish finish as well, because ridges in nails sometimes will show through.
Yeah.
And also it can stop the nail varnish from adhering to the nail, or the base coat rather.
I just love that super shine effect on its own without polish.
Yeah, it's a nice finish, isn't it? It's what I used to always do when I was on TV.
No, I bet. Do you think men care about their hands a bit more now than they used to?
I think male grooming's come on leaps and bounds to what it used to be. I mean, just look at all the brands.
Yeah.
That tells you the brands won't be there if the guys are not buying it.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, that gives you the idea that there's a trend. I just think we've realised now as well that looking after yourself is not about being feminine anymore. It's actually quite masculine.
Yeah.
I think women
Pride in yourself.
Women find it more attractive now that a man's groomed. I think us gay guys, they've got a bit more to, because you can't tell anymore.
Yeah.
It's like people, my girlfriends will say, is he? I have no idea. I have not got a clue anymore. You can't tell. That I say definitely, and I'm wrong. He's married with 4 kids. Can't get it right. This is a Slick Tips pen. So this is my Slick Tips nail and cuticle, which is rich in vitamin A, vitamin E, mei chang, lemongrass. But also what's great about it in these situations is it doesn't give you too much, and it just gives you that nice finish.
Some of them
and conditions around. You see how fast we're doing this manicure?
Dun dun dun! Well, we'll be spinning around Hyde Park before you know it, darling.
So just a quick bit of oil. But already, just using 3 products, look at them now. Looking good, eh?
Very nice. I prefer ones that are kind of supposedly enriching the nail as well.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to last in the same way.
Okay.
Is that the case, do you think?
Well, you can get treatment-based colours, but the thing is, at the end of the day, anything that's put into a nail colour, because at the end of the day it's a nail colour, it's solvents, so it would only treat the nail whilst it's drying. So what I've done is I've developed undercover, which is a base coat which dries matte. So you know when it's dry and you know when the treatment's complete, so you know when it's time to put your colour on. So it does have vitamin A, vitamin E that will treat the nails whilst it's drying, but once it's dry it's just plastic.
Okay.
And that's the same with any nail varnish formula.
Yeah.
So they're all the same. So I mean, I could have put in there a bit of cauliflower, some tomato, called it super fruit base, but it'd have only been on the label. It'd have done nothing at all for your nail. I could have still put it in and put it on there and called it that.
Okay.
So right, let's get your base coat on. So what's great about this one is that it also acts to smooth out the nail further, so you get a fantastic finish. So here we go. This is the challenge now, and I'm going to be painting red.
Oh no! Oh, you're lucky. There might be a bit of a traffic hold-up.
Don't worry, I can manage. Look.
This is called many years experience.
Oh yeah.
How many years would you say in total?
Well, I started doing nails when I was 17.
Right.
So that'll be what? Nearly 8 years ago now. So. Don't laugh like that.
Sorry.
Like it was a joke. Don't edit out.
What's the most exciting place you ever painted nails?
In the back of this taxi right now, Joe.
Oh,
yeah, definitely. No, I once got hired by Weller. They'd launched a new hairdryer, so I was doing it in the back of helicopters.
Really? Now that's fun.
For the promotion of the hairdryer, yeah. That's when PR things used to have big budgets, baby.
But look how nice and matte it's gone.
Yeah, you see already?
Yeah.
So that not only has it gone matte, that means that the treatment's happened, because now it's plastic, like any other base coat, so nothing continues to feed.
Right.
I actually have what's called a nail serum, which you put underneath the base coat if you want to treat them.
Right.
And that has ingredients in there which stays within. If you imagine yourself to be a water molecule and you fell onto a nail plate, you'd fall into corridors and corridors of tubes. That's where the serum would go, and then you trap it in with the base coat. The base coat itself now is just plastic. So base coats are great. They stop a multitude of sins. They also stop the pigment in the nail colour from staining the nail bed, which is really important, because you don't want to end up with a terrible looking nail after you've had a fabulous manicure. So base coat. It does
grow.
Yeah, it grows out, but base coat.
Can you tell I'm actually really lazy with base coats?
So you don't usually bother with base coat?
I sometimes do, depending on the colour I'm using. But yeah, I mean, if I'm using a nude, I would never bother with base coat.
You should do, because nude's still got pigment in it, you see. So, and also the solvents as well, they can yellow the nail. But you're lucky because you've got good nails, so you'd always be able to just get your nails good. You've got strong nails, you're lucky.
They are tough.
But people that haven't already have a nail problem can't take that risk. But also it makes the nail varnish last longer. So you might as well just stick a base coat on underneath your colour, because if you're going to put your colour on anyway, it's going to take you an extra 30 seconds, but you might get an extra 2 or 3 days wear time. Now this is a challenge.
I love it.
Red nail varnish in the back of a taxi. A very bumpy road, this road that we've just, it's been really smooth until I've got to the point of the red. Once we get going, if we can, that's it. Right.
Super pro. Look at that. Oh, I wish I could paint them. I'm not that bad at painting, because I did go to art college, but even so.
Alright, so if you see, we can just get, when you're using a product that's got good coverage and the right brush,
yes, good brush,
you can nearly do it with your eyes closed. So being in the back of a cab works actually.
That is nice, because you're almost covering in one coat, aren't you?
Yeah, it just makes it nice and easy. If we just slowly just tilt that towards the camera, you can see, look, this is in the back of a taxi, guys, driving around London. As well, if you get it on fast, like you'll see I'm doing,
Yes.
it also means that it dries faster. So if you take too long, keep your brush on the nail for too long, it then means that you put too much product on your nail, and it sort of defeats the object.
Right.
Because then you end up where you have indents and smudges and things like that.
And also not too thick a layer.
No, so it's about being thin and fast.
Yeah.
If you spend too long trying to get that perfect finish, you usually end up where... Oh, just a second, I've gone in the bottle wrong.
Most people wouldn't require their nail polish to be done in a cap like this, though.
I have done. Celebrities.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when they've been late and they've been going to the red carpet, we've been doing hair, makeup, nails. I've been on the floor.
Really?
Yeah.
So any celebs that you have loved best?
Yeah, there's been loads throughout my career. Cindy Crawford always sticks to mind. I loved working with the Spice Girls.
Yeah,
that were good
you
fun.
did their tour, didn't you?
Yeah, I did the last tour. Yeah, when there were 5 of them as well, which were great.
Cool.
So I think that'll probably be the last time now, because Victoria doesn't want to do it anymore, does she?
No.
So,
So yes, so
this taxi driver's not even not braking or anything. So this is a genuine challenge, everybody.
This is a genuine challenge.
We just have to be really fast in there.
It should be a TV programme all itself.
Challenge Leighton. Make me do nails in all different situations. I think I've been...
I was thinking Joe on the go, actually, but it's all right. Dun, dun, dun.
Right, just give that a second.
Excuse my tiny broken pinky.
But that's what's great about red, because you won't even notice it, you know, when it's
exactly.
finished.
And
just,
especially at this length, because red is always nicer shorter, isn't it?
always give them just a second, just in between coats, because it's worth it, because nail varnish needs to keep its durability. Now, if a lot of, well, most now, all fast drying nail varnishes, people always think that they dry from the outside in, but they don't, they dry from the inside out. So if you keep putting layer on top of layer before the layer underneath is dried, it's like a jam sandwich then, and it's never ever ever going to dry. You know, like a jam sandwich would move the 2 pieces of bread.
No, of course.
So it's the same, so you'd end up where it just slips off the nail.
Nice analogy, like it.
Yeah, so it's always best
Jammy.
just to give it a little bit, like 60 seconds, 2 minutes, when you're finished, before you go on with your second coat. And that's really also going to help you when you go on with your top coat as well, when you come to your fast dry part. Okay.
That's a pretty magnificent bit of painting.
Not bad to say that I've not done it for 4 years as well.
Not bad, not bad at
I had a
all.
practice stand at home. I was practicing yesterday for you.
Really?
Yeah. And also, I've forgotten to put my glasses on.
That is even more amazing, and that's a first as well.
Yeah.
Never seen
Now
before.
I have to wear glasses, but
Yay.
oh, it's not that good now. I should have put these on before. I'm only joking.
He's taking advantage of the traffic.
That's it.
So this colour again is called?
This one is from my latest spring summer collection. It's from the Wonderlust collection. Hold on, I've just got a little bit under there. And it's called Flight Club.
It's a very good brush.
Yeah, it just glides on, doesn't it? And it's about getting the right amount of product. People always say, how do you do it so fast? It's actually, the key is to be fast. If you're more likely to make mistakes if you go too slow.
So colour trends, any that you absolutely adore?
This spring summer I find is a real contradiction, because you've got your nautical, you've got your blues, you've got your whites, your reds coming through.
Yeah.
But then if you look at London Fashion Week, that had all like earthies, greys, greys, that sort of way. We're going all earthy tones and stuff. Then you've got the neon camp, and then you've got the muted neon camp, where you've got this sort of off peaches coming through. So I'd say that this season is a contradiction. It's like, just go for whatever you want.
One on every different
You're gonna fit in. You're gonna fit in with it, really.
Are there any textures and things that you really like and admire? Or?
I like shiny. You know, all these different trends come out. you know, that we have coming into the nail industry. But I really think that it's just because they've got no else to do. It's just like, let's do something that nobody else has done before.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that it's looks nice. I mean, it's more of a younger. What you're going for now is the classic look.
Classic. That's me. Classic. Do you feel that most colours suit certain nail lengths? So, for instance, I always prefer red bristling.
You could get away with anything on your nails because you've got long nail beds.
Yes.
But shorter nail beds have to be careful because you can't always get away with it. So, yeah, but you can then, with like French manicure and things, you can create an illusion. So it depends on what you're doing, and what look you're going for. But I actually think the darker the shade, the shorter the nail. I think if you've got long nails and you go dark, you know, like blacks, you know, like the cobalt blues, them sort of finishes. If you do it on a long nail, it's Halloween.
Witchy.
It goes Halloween. It's not. But if you do it on a short nail, it's chic. So you sort of, it's interesting how the length and the size of the nail to the colour can completely give it a different look.
The amount of top coat you put on, is there like a trick to that? Because I think I'm always quite stingy with top coat.
No, it's good. You know, with anything to do with painting or anything, durability is strength, babes. So the thicker you make it, then the more likely it is to chip. The thinner you make it, the more durable it is, the more likely it is to stay on.
Dun, dun,
But look at that finish already, you see.
Look at that. Ba, ba, ba.
This is called Crystal Finish Top Coat. So this is the first top coat that I launched. It's still my favourite. I've got loads of top coats that do lots of different things. I've got bright and white. I've got plumping top coats and this top coat and that top coat, but I still go back
That
to
sounds like a trend. Hang on a minute.
plumping. Because everybody's gone all gel, haven't they? Everybody wants everything like a gel these days. So I have a gel top coat and then I have a multi-use top coat that you can use as a base coat as well for people that are lazy.
How do you feel about gel nails?
Yeah, there's definitely a market for it. Definitely good for people that are not as lucky to be born with nails like yours. It means that nail varnish will stay on. Like for instance, my mum, she'd keep a normal manicure on 3 to 5 days, whereas a gel manicure can be 3 weeks. So.
But the nail itself does suffer in the process.
I've created
if people repeatedly apply.
No, because I've created. I was actually going to bring it today because I could have used it with a USB charger. But I've brought out a gel top coat called Top That you set underneath a UV light, but you use with normal nail colour, so there's no buffing, no harsh. You just do a normal manicure, but then you set it with a gel top coat, and it turns the nail varnish into gel polish, even if it's not.
Oh wow!
So that's called Top That. So there's no damage whatsoever. It's just like a normal manicure.
Right.
You just have a little bit of a hard removal system to get it off, obviously, because it's a finishing with a gel. So you're not having a gel base coat, 2 coats of gel colour, a gel top coat, and then spending, you know, chiseling away like an archaeological dig trying to get the stuff off again.
So whenever I've used those kind of, I don't mean that one particular, but gel nails in the past, the fact that they're so hard to take off, my nails look so dry afterwards, and my nails aren't bad. So I just, and there's a lot of...
But did you soak them in acetone?
Yeah.
So it's usually temporary dehydration that's happened. Bit of nail oil and everything, the batter good again. But it also depends on the maintenance. Did you oil your nails while she had the gel on?
The skin,
Around?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did the nail. But it's really down to removal, how they're removed, and how they're put on. Gel itself don't damage. However, keeping a gel on forever is not something that I'd recommend to do. But gel... Nail extensions, gel polish does not damage nails. It's usually inexperienced people applying and removing do the damage and then say, look what gel did. They don't say out about Tallulah, who's got 2 weeks experience that put it on and took it off. Oh, it wasn't Tallulah's fault, it was the gel. The gel did it.
Sorry, Tutu.
You know, the gel did it. You know, for instance, if you had a bad hair, like that, let's take this another way. If you went to a hairdresser and you had a bad haircut, would you say, oh, it was his scissors? But yet you'll go to a manicure place, have a bad manicure and blame it on the product. You say, look what acrylic did, or look what fiberglass did, or look what gel did. But with a haircut, you wouldn't say, oh, he had bad scissors that day. You get me?
Yeah.
So
Refreshing to hear.
yeah, it's all about, you know, understanding what's the right system for that client.
Yeah.
You know, there'd be some people that would come to me when I were in the salon and I'd say, no, I don't think that this is right for you. If you can't come back for your maintenance, you can't get back for it removing, you can't, then I wouldn't put it on. I would recommend another way of doing it. So it's all about listening to your client's lifestyle and activity level. You know, if your client's going to the gym, she's a bodybuilder, she's going to the gym every day, then you possibly don't want to go with nail extensions. You're going to fall into a trap there. So there's other ways to be able to do a client consultation beforehand, and then it should be up to not a client coming and saying, well, I want gel because Trisha down the street's had it and it were brilliant, but Trisha down the street's an housewife and you're not. So you're not going to get you're not Trisha. Yeah. So you've got to remember that it's all about personalising the right product selection for that client and her lifestyle and activity level. Not just because somebody you know had a good experience doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna. Yeah. And that goes across all beauty, really.
Yeah, no, it does.
So now this is Miracle Mist. So you see, Miracle Mist it's brilliant. So if you just hold your hand up for us, that's right. And you just do one little blast, like so. And this works with my formulas, but it'll also work with other people's formulas as well. You've got one in the bag there. And you'll see already now, if I just come over to this one, watch. Ta-da! You're dry. So who needs UV lights and gel?
How long ago was that? That's amazing.
See that? Can you see, guys? We're dry.
Ow. That's really hard.
So that's Joe on. Well, I have to prove. You know, people are always like, when I used to do that on TV, people are like, he's not really touching it. So now I'm like, see?
So what if I run my hands through my hair now? Should I do a real challenge? Please don't.
well, the thing is that you're dry to touch.
Amazing.
So you'd be fine.
That's
but
amazing.
yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
And there you go. Joe on the go
Joe
has been done on the go.
Joe on the go.
Thing is now, everybody on my Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, they're going to be like, I want my nails doing in the back of a taxi by you. You're going to be starting a trend now.
Oh, that was fantastic.
My pleasure, babes.
What
it's
can
good
I
to do it again.
I came in so dull, and I've left so red.
But it's something money can't buy, Joe. So I mean, I don't do it anymore. You know.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure, darling.
Oh, it's so lovely to see you.
You too.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share the love. And do visit my lifestyle website, jogbliving.com, where you'll find our candles and blog and more exciting things to come. The link is below.